Right, this is part one of my Colosseum guide. It's that's gonna be a lot of steps. So I'm gonna start with the thing that kills most beginners is an NPC called Manticore. He appears on wave 4, and the way you pray against him is a little bit counterintuitive. But if you can get it down really well, that's probably the number one skill of the Colosseum. So the only thing I want you to focus on is to get to wave 4, and then basically just run around the Colosseum whilst praying against the Manticore without getting hit. If you can do that for 2, 3, 4 minutes, I'd say that's probably good enough. So the only thing you need for this is the fastest magic weapon you have and range and melee. So I'm gonna use a trident and a DDS. You want to hit 50 damage with each style. So instead of Scorching Bow, you should use oh, I don't have it right now. Hunter Sunlight Crossbow. Assuming you can 2-hit the Fremenic Seer with it. So your inventory doesn't have to look like this, but probably bring at least a zombie axe, ancient staff for blood blitz or barrage, DDS, and your fastest ranged weapon that can hit at least 25s, and your best melee armor, bruise and restores, and that should be good. You don't have to copy my setup because I'm probably gonna be doing a full run. I'm trying to to blast my quiver, which causes it to have infinite charges. I have 19,666 charges. 102k, I need 150k total. So I need to do like 5 more. So now I'm gonna enter. My quick pairs are Protect from Missiles, Piety, and Preserve. Just because most waves start with Ranger, but not wave 1. So I'm gonna have my magic weapon ready. Always gonna pick Blasphemy in wave 1. Change to Magic Prayer. And as I'm clicking him, I'm clicking Control on my keyboard and walking. As long as you walk, they can never damage you. At 40 seconds, more NPCs will spawn, but if you complete the wave before then, you skip that part. If you don't make the 40 seconds, just pray melee against the guy who comes out from here. There he is. This is the Fortis Colosseum plugin. So the only point now is to get to wave number 4. Every single wave you have to choose debuff for yourself. So Blasphemy, if you take damage, you get smited basically. So just read what they do. Myopia and Blasphemy, you always want to pick those first if you see them. So you want to start on this tile, run here, exactly 5 ticks after you click confirm. Killing the Fremnix is always the beginning. Sears number 2. You always max it on these, that's why you want a weapon that can hit at least 24, 25. So now I'm trying to kill this guy before 40 seconds because the Jagger will come out of here and claw me, and he can max it like 130. But if I'm standing here, that's a safe spot against him. He threw Javelin in the air. If I get hit by that, it's like 40-50 damage. Next way is going to be the same thing, but 2 rangers instead of 1. You can also range him if you want. The final boss is wave number 12. The first first 4 waves are pretty easy. 5, 6 are pretty hard. 7, 8, 9 are about the same. 10, 11 is very hard. And the boss is somewhat hard. So I'm gonna do Myopia too, so Scorching Bow is the same range as the Bowfa, 10 tiles. So, but now it'll only be 6 tiles from now on. If I pick this, which I will. I see the majors, I change to Protect for Magic. Seconds, there he is. So if I wanted to, I could heal on this guy. The monster that comes on the next wave is it's like if you kill Cerberus, the Slayer boss, you have to flick 3 styles that are random with 1 tick apart, and their nerfs will die. 80% of their deaths will be due to this NPC. So if you can master that, it's like almost 99 hit points as well. Every wave after wave 4 will include a Manticore in it. That's why it's so important. And they attack on a tick that you don't expect as a player, different from all other content in the game. So So basically I want you to run around the arena and just pray against him until you have it down perfectly. Game sounds so very helpful for that. If you do mess it up, you will take up to 80 damage. So, because you spend a lot of time getting to this wave, you don't want to die immediately, so that's why if you do take damage you want to hide behind a pillar and heal back up to full. So before we can do that though, we have to kill the rest of the stuff on the wave. There he is. He saw me and that's why he charged up to the balls. If he doesn't see you in time, he will remain on charge, which buys you time to do other stuff. Oh. I forgot I had my Opia on. So I'm gonna drag the major towards the pillar. I want the reinforcements to die first. Next wave, by the way, will be the same thing, plus a ranger on top of all of this. And then there will be 2 rangers and 1 manticore. And so on. So now we only have this guy left. And the goal is to get here. As soon as he sees me, he will fire the first orb, which is magic. 1 tick later he will fire the second, and 1 tick later the third. And then he will charge back up again, which takes quite a long time, and then he will fire again. So what I want you to do is just run around like this. Until they have it done perfectly, which probably takes some time. It looks easy probably, but it's really not. So if you could do this for a solid like 5 minutes, you're probably ready to move on. So you do want to drag him over here, because you want to start every single wave on this tile. And the reason is the NPCs will spawn in a random location based on where your character is when the wave starts. So if you stand here, you're blocking the things from spawning here. So basically it maximizes the chances that you're not taking damage. Might as well show you what the next wave looks like. So now if I step out, he's gonna charge with whatever. And then there's a ranger who has a max hit of like 58 or something. Which means there's a 50-50 chance you have a problem, because he will either start with mage or range first, never melee, unless you pick those debuffs later on. If he starts with range, it's pretty simple. You can just, they will be in cycle with each other. But if he starts with mage, I hope he starts with mage, just so I can show you what happens. Or how to solve it, rather. And I'm doing this on the PvP world to save my real restores. The lobby is a safe area and nobody can come in here either. The only way I die is if I accidentally left click my glory. So let's hope that this guy starts with mage. Yeah, he did. So you want the ranger to fire when the green orb gets fired. You can't really afford to take damage from anything in here, because they all hit 50s. But this is how you would do it. And the reason you want to kill the Fremnix as fast as possible is because of the reinforced spawning later. It's essentially a DPS check, so if you take too long, you'll just die to the reinforcements. So now I made 459k. Complete the next one, I make another 282k. And the average completion of all 12 waves is worth 11 million. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So let me know when you're able to do like 5 minutes with the lion without getting hit, and then I think you're ready to move on. And I'm going to continue this run and hopefully complete it.